Alrighty. Hello, welcome to the morning session, Silver Bullet, that will be coming right away. Right away, as you can see, I have a blank chart, and this is due to the reason that I had a little bit of too many annotations already on this one since last week. We collected a lot of different reference points, which 80% of those were not really useful, but they were taking a lot of space. Therefore, I'm gonna like reset my perspective a little bit and do some annotations that I believe are salient or important at the moment, particularly that add to the context of where we are in price right now, and um, that context I will be using to potentially frame a trade idea, right? So what I'm doing right now, I'm annotating the new week opening up for current week. It's quite large, it's quite nice in terms of the size, and it still lacks delivery. That's a real liquidity void in here. No trading was done at all, so price might have an actual interest in trading into it, right? So that's definitely an important level to watch. The buy side liquidity in here, which is technically also like an all-time high, almost. I mean, we swept it by just a little bit here, but that's still very, very clean, very equal, and we are at all-time highs. Usually, this type of levels don't stay very long, but obviously we'll see. We'll see how it will go. And yeah, let's go to the RTH chart, and here we have a combination of two gaps really that really like fall into my eye, and it's this Tuesday's opening range gap here that we are trading into just now, and it's overlapping with this old Fridays from my May 15 opening range gap here, which basically contains the majority of this inefficiency, right? And we went above it. So this is like a potential large inversion type of fair value gap in here that we are trading at around right now. Also, RTH perspective, the buy side liquidity here from yesterday was not taken based on the regular trading hours, so that's a buy side liquidity that's still reasonable in terms of expectations for today's trading, I believe. All right, besides that, we have the current opening range gap for today. And this is Wednesday opening range gap. It's not that large, but yet it's there, so I'm gonna annotate it this way. And yeah, what else? initial buy sell liquidity here. After the 930. And the buy sell liquidity here also. That's something I like as a potential draw. And that higher one still is still there. So we'll see what we get exactly after 10 a.m. But I feel like the buy side here seems a little bit like cleaner or more obvious. So we'll see. Yeah, besides that, nothing else necessarily that has my huge interest. We are in close proximity to that new week opening up, so that might be a factor on the downside. But I don't know, it looks kind of tricky at the same time. So let's go to the Nasdaq and let's do the same thing. Let's remove the annotations that were here from last week that build it up, and let's annotate respectively the key levels. So this new week opening up here, Nasdaq is far more away from this new week opening up. All right, so this is that. The buy set will obviously reside above this high. The sell set, some relative equal lows were taken already with this run lower. Ultimate sell side, I guess, will be resting here, which is Tuesday's London Open. Low, and it's right above the new week opening up here. Dollar index in consolidation. Let's take a look at the RTH perspective. Yeah, Nasdaq is far more further away at the all-time highs, and this Tuesday's opening range gap is clearly something that could be a factor. In terms of drawing price into it. So we'll see how it goes, but we had relative equal highs, buy sell liquidity that was basically taken out at the open at 9:30. So yeah, price opened here above the RTH liquidity, which means that we could use, yes, this candle right here as the first presented fair value gap for Nasdaq. Yeah, so that's the first presentation for Nasdaq here. That's the RTH buy side. On the electronic trading hours, we see this run up, run up, run up, run up, and then boom, bust lower. Some sell side being taken out. And yeah, still the sell side here, but it's a little bit far away. So I'm not sure what this one will want to do. It looks a little bit crazier. This one looks a little bit cleaner in terms of like, I like the buy side way more. So we'll see. We'll see if that can be actually the case. All right, so 2 minutes, and we are going to be going into the 10 a.m. already. Since 8:22, price was basically just trading lower, 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 yet to reach the new week opening up here on the downside. So that's always something that must be, I don't know, permissible to be traded to, I guess. And yeah, some relatively close sell side here at the new week opening up could be a potential draw on the downside. So I'm a little bit concerned, but yet I kind of favor higher. So we'll see. So this is the buy side liquidity for RTH. That is reasonable. This is ETH. Okay, and 10 a.m. Here we go. And we'll see what we get. We are trading off of the high of this old opening range gap there. Yeah, let me do this full screen, and now we're watching. So this is the initial sell side too. So that's pretty much the opening range in its entirety in here. Buy side and sell side, high and low. I like how ES is showing this more pronounced movement higher here versus Nasdaq being a little bit reluctant. So yeah, we have a basin here. All right, let's see. I like the basin here. That's basically at the beginning of this hour in here. It's overlapping with the Wednesday opening range gap high, which makes it, in my view, a little bit more of a high probability one. And sticking to the idea that the RTH buy side should be revisited and the ETH buy side could be attacked. So yeah, it tucked me in apparently. And we'll see how it goes. 260 risk, 520 target area, and I'm in. Well, today I'm in pretty quickly, pretty fast. Nonetheless, I mean, I like the idea and it offered me an entry in line with that idea. So yeah, I'm not trying to overcomplicate it and just follow the rules. If I like a draw, if I get a setup in that direction that's reasonable during this time, I'm up here to take it and just take whatever it brings. So yeah. Hello, Mr. Trader P1. Welcome to the stream. And wish me luck, guys. Thanks. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll see. So far, we traded into it as an institutional order for entry drill. That's what gave me the entry. Yes, there is no fair value gap in Nasdaq. That's true. But yeah, I'm not necessarily interested in going long on Nasdaq. I'm more interested in ES to try to catch up a little bit on the upside while Nasdaq is a little bit reluctant or more consolidated. That's like the idea that I have. And yeah, sticking. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. This is not going to look well. Yikes. A tick of taking me out, but still pretty open situation here. Well, 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 well. We'll see. Looks like it might be a quick one, guys, today. But yeah. Well. This is not. This was not supposed to be happening. If my idea is correct, so I'm already on the edge and likely to get tapped. Yikes. Up, 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 up. Yeah, guys, we need a miracle today. We need a miracle, which already is not a good, not a good position to be in. But hey, miracles happen, right, from time to time. So we'll see. But yeah, uh, only a strong displacement to the upside now could save us. I mean, could save me with this position. But it will be, or it might be pretty difficult, nonetheless. Because this sharp drop like here in this area is a little bit suspect in terms of like maybe it wants to be reaching towards the sell side here and the new week opening up. And this price action in here kind of suggests that's more likely of an idea, I suppose. But yeah, let's wait and see. If it's wrong, if it stops me out, it's fine. It's just wrong, and I'll take it, right? No worries. But yeah. A little bit tricky of a situation in here. Tactical blunder or miracle long. So yeah, stop is there to do its job. So far it's doing a great job, hovering just above it, still giving a potential for the price to turn, right? I mean, things or shit can happen, right? Sometimes price can overshoot this inefficiency a little bit, but then if it is able to come back above it again, then it's kind of game on, right? But still, a little bit suspect in here overall, and a little bit tricky. So we'll see. There is a small little CB slash a little bearish for value gap that we are tapping into right now. Now I don't think we are getting lucky today. I think I need to stay positive about it. So I'm as optimistic as I can. So I'm literally smiling to the charts right now, and visualization of my take profit is in my head. So yeah, this bearish fair value gap, I really want to see it not offer any resistance. If it does, I'm cooked. I'm really cooked. If we go above it, then it's game on. Why long? Because on the RTH perspective, there is buy side liquidity that's pretty clean, and it's resting up here. So I was thinking that it's reasonable to just go and take it out, right? Especially after all of this run lower pre-market. But yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see. So far the trade is still going, so it can still pan out, right? Will it eventually? I don't know, but we are fighting, and that's a positive. That's a positive. All right, so we are at the break-even price right now. We are even going into a small little profit there and trading deeper into this fair value gap. So that gives me hope that we might be accelerating higher, and this was a measure of running stops slash manipulation type of idea. So we should not necessarily be going below this low at this moment. So it starts looking pretty decent again, okay? It's looking pretty decent again. Plus, we have a measure of manipulation behind us. So it really shouldn't go lower unless I'm just completely offside. So let's see. Now this should act as inversion, and we should be speeding up towards the buy side because it's pretty close to where we are. And that's what I have in mind. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the good thing about it is that after we went below this BC in here, it didn't really acted as a bearish inversion fair value gap at all. Also, this bearish fair value gap in here didn't presented any bearishness too. So that's the lack of bearishness I treat as a sign of bullishness. So that gives me like still the feel, the belief into this idea that it's still viable, and that it is actually bullish or more bullish than bearish at this moment in this area, which yeah, I would like to see that propose higher prices and don't lose this busy and inversion fair value gap here necessarily, and the opening range gap with it too. So we have solid support structure here on the downside, and if it's good, it really should not go through it, I think. So yeah, I'm glad we are still fighting for the good in here, and maybe we can witness a miracle happening in here. So kudos to you guys for being here. All right, so some adversity here after sweeping the bicep very shallowly. So now it needs to respond. Now it needs to show sensitivity. All right, we close at the low of that potential inversion. Not ideal, but we are also trading into this BC, which has to be incorporated, and that's respecting the upper half. That's nice, and the opening range gap here. So yeah, they are really like selling the idea that this area in here is some measure of resistance. I feel like this high cannot go through, cannot go through, cannot go through. So they are really selling this area like a strong resistance, and I don't think it is. We'll see though. I think the bicep is still higher, so yeah. I guess the next couple of candles will be the make or break of this idea. And yeah, we'll see. Still trusting that the draw is the draw. And yeah, if I'm correct, this seems reasonable. If I'm incorrect, then obviously you know what will happen. But yeah, as long as we are fighting, we can succeed. All right, trading to the low of that BC. Probably far from ideal. Probably far from ideal, and probably it would really need to rip higher from where it is. So let's see. I do kind of feel like I'm demanding a lot from it, but at the same time, yeah, I kind of like the idea, so I guess I'm fine with taking whatever it brings. All right, and now it looks like there will be no miracle anymore. Ay, ay, ay. All right, there we go. So they took me out for a loss for today, and it's minus 250, 60. Well, yeah, I mean, really after this first run, I was like, well, that that almost got me. But then they started bringing it up. I like the idea they inverse this SEBI and stuff. And really, if it was good, it should have been really running higher. But apparently, yeah, I was offside completely, and the price is just seeking sell side and new week opening up. Then I suppose, which I guess is fine in terms of like uh, being wrong and taking the loss, managing the risk, obviously. And yeah, I mean that is like prolonging my evaluation stage in here a little, but nonetheless uh, following the process and preaching the model, the rules. It is what it is. I did it wrong today as the operator, not necessarily the model was wrong. I was wrong, and I paid the price with the stop loss. So it's a fair deal, fair price, I suppose. So let's see if it will manage to run towards the sell side here and then accelerate towards the new week opening up. That seems kind of reasonable at the time. Dollar index weak to consolidation, but yeah, I mean ES was not able to work with that really at all. Nasdaq weaker actually, and presenting a continuation lower, running for the sell side. So yeah, yeah, looks like I was just offside today. I was just incorrect about the next draw. This buy side can be still useful later, but apparently not at the moment. So fair enough. Let me add the loss to the counter. That was the 6th loss versus 4 wins, and I'm still above the break even. I mean, I'm still above 50k. Minus 250. Yeah, so I'm like 300 some, I believe, up. But yeah, again, I need a one winning trade with the reduced risk to then come back to the full risk again. But yeah, all right, guys. All right, so no reason, I guess, to prolong the stream at this moment. I took my loss. I will not trade anymore anyway. Seems like I was just offside at the time, which I guess, yeah, it is what it is. My bad. Tomorrow I come back with fresh mindset, hopefully, and with a better read of the price action, and yeah, we'll see what we get there. Thanks for watching. Nonetheless, kudos to you guys, and see you tomorrow with some more action, and hopefully we'll push this a little bit further. If not, then that's also fine, but we'll see what we get. Fun fact, Nasdaq made a lower low here. ES is not matching that, so that's a potential measure of SMT divergence here on the lows. So any rally from here, or displacement and or fair value gap, could have been still interesting to reach into that buy side potentially, but that's more of a like observation. I'm not taking this on this account. So yeah, sticking to that one trade per day. By the way, 10 trades taken overall already. 10 trades, 4 wins, 6 losses. With 1 to 2 model, that's still profitable. But yeah, we'll see what we'll get tomorrow and after tomorrow. Still 2 days. 2 days left. Would have been great to make a little bit of a comeback this week. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.